24 CR 6359, State of Texas versus Kelly Cotner. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
George Sharman on behalf of Ms. Cotner.
Are you Ms. Cotner?
Yes, Judge.
All right, defense has filed a motion to alter and amend bond conditions. They're asking for removal of the GPS monitor. State, do you have any objections?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are your objections?
Judge, I believe this is the defendant's DWI for the protection of the community. I think that the GPS should stay in place. Again, this is for the safety of the community. This is something that it's been an issue where when she gets in a car, there's possibility that she could be drinking. So that's what the state's main concern is.
All right, is she on a ignition interlock?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no, excuse me. Don't do that unless you're called as a witness. Does ignition interlock address that issue or does it not address the issue?
Judge, again, the word is that the frequency of the DWI is the number exact. An ignition interlock on one car doesn't mean that she's completely unable to get into another car. So that's why the state's concern for GPS is also to have that in place to give extra protection.
All right, so how will GPS show she's not in a vehicle though?
Well, Judge, if she has any type of full house arrest or partial, we know where she is. We know what type of hours, what her blueprint's going to be. If she's not on GPS and we have no idea where she's going, she can leave her car with the ignition interlock there at home and then immediately get into a car that's not with the ignition interlock.
All right, so she has put in here, or at least there's a letter attached to the motion stating that she is helping someone go to their doctor's appointments. So do you have any objections to her going to doctor's appointments with someone?
Her doctor's appointments, no.
No. It's to another person, Mr. Eloy Lopez.
Really.
Have you had a chance to to read the affidavit that is attached to the motion?
I have to take this real quick.
All right. So state, did you have a chance to review the affidavit attached to the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you still have your same objections?
Yes, Judge.
All right. First question, defense.
Yep.
Is this, the state has said that she has allegedly over 8 DWIs. Does she allegedly have over 8 DWIs?
That have been alleged, yes.
Okay. All right. So you've heard the state's concerns.
Well, I would like Ms. Cotner just to tell you why she needs to do this.
All right. Can you raise your right hand?
Yes,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kelly Cotner.
All right. You may ask your questions.
Okay, Ms. Cotner, just explain to the judge why you need to get that off of you to help this gentleman. Why?
I am currently the caretaker for an elder gentleman by the name of Eloy Lopez Sr. And Mr. Lopez is 87 years old and he has some cognitive decline. And he's recently I helped him recover. I administered drops and home recovery from 2 cataract surgeries. He loves me like a daughter now. I do everything. I feed him. I wash his dishes. I make sure that he does not have any falls. He uses a walker to get around and he depends on me. And he cries and he really cares for me and I'm enjoying and getting a lot of fulfillment out of helping this man because he genuinely needs this help. He's hard of hearing and when he goes to doctors or stores, I'm very gentle and kind with him and he's not afraid to speak with me and I can understand what he's trying to say rather than a stranger who might not be familiar with him might yell at him and try to understand what he's trying to say. I've been able to do that with doctors, nurses, and secretaries, etc. And this man loves me like a daughter, and I would like to be able to take him in an Uber comfortably and assist him at the doctor's office, at the grocery store where he can pick out his favorite groceries, which I provide for him.
All right. Why can't that be done with GPS?
Well,
No. She's on the witness stand. Why can't that be done with GPS?
Well, Your Honor, I've had no violations after 8.5 months on
No,
GPS.
no, no. My question is, why can't that be done with the GPS?
Well, I have to put in 24 hours notice for any GPS needs, which I've been able to do successfully for any needs of my own. But Mr. Eloy Lopez sometimes thinks right at the moment that he might need.
All right, State, with regards to her testimony, do you have any questions?
How long have you been employed by Mr. Lopez?
Since January of 2024.
And so far, you've had no issues reporting to probation or to pretrial any type of trip that you take to help him out. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So far, you've been able to accommodate helping him while also being on GPS.
Made it happen. It's been difficult, but yes.
Nothing further to say.
All right, any other questions?
Well, Ms. Codner, are you asking to be able to take him to other locations that you do not have access to right now?
Well, I have access to, what do you?
Well, in other words, you are in lockdown at home, correct?
Yes, sir.
And if he needs to go somewhere, you can't take him without permission. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Are you asking the judge to allow you to take him where he needs to go without having to contact pretrial services?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the court's suggestion. My suggestion is you all step back. I'm not going to remove GPS. The problem is, one, people in my court, I don't allow them to be home healthcare providers, and that's what she's doing. However, she's not been convicted of this offense for the court. So the occupation is her occupation. I'm assuming, hopefully, that the family knows her history before they hired her. So I'm not going to remove the GPS. Y'all need to step back and work on a schedule. And that will be her schedule because she is on partial. So y'all work on a schedule that includes the person that she is caring for. And I would suggest that an address for that gentleman be included in this. All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing to say.
I'll get with the state on that.
And if y'all will work on that, it will come back.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Same Alexis Daniel Sanchez, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 12909W for the offense of tampering with evidence with intent to impair on December 7, 2018 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State.
Yes, Your Honor. Filing condition number 2, it's the first one, Your Honor. On or about the 28th day of March 2019, Door County, Texas, the defendant Alexis Daniel Sanchez did then and there legally use a controlled substance, namely marijuana, violation condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violation.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objections, Judge.
Just one moment. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's a proposed agreement, Your Honor. It
Yes.
is to deny the motion to enter adjudication of guilt, continue the individual on his deferred, extend him for 5 years. He expired in December of 2020, Your Honor, and that's hence we're asking for an additional year from today, a year and a couple months from today for that extension, Your Honor. And to comply with any and all other conditions of deferred.
That is the agreement, Judge.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alexis Daniel Sanchez.
All right, what have you done on probation?
What have I done?
Yes.
The requirements.
Have you completed anything?
I paid $1,300.
Speak up, please.
I paid $1,300 of the 1,767 for my probation. I need to get community service on my GED.
Okay, so I don't have a trial court certification.
I need to fill that out, Judge.
All right, if you'll grab that for me, please. There on the site. Why won't you stop using marijuana?
I get, I wouldn't say it's like.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're gonna need to speak up because I
wouldn't
can't
say
hear you.
Clinical like pressure, but I get depressed. So I just try to drown out my problems with the.
Do you have a
No,
prescription for that?
no, I didn't.
So we're back to you using marijuana. How old are you?
But I believe that what's it called, it helps me in no way, it just gets me in more trouble. That I've already started to try to stop. That time I go back and then I'm like, no, I don't need it no more, so I stop.
Here's the thing, if I follow this agreement, you're going into inpatient treatment. Because you won't stop using marijuana.
No, I will be going there. I will. I'm just trying to get back to my work and help my family.
No, don't do the I'm trying to help my family thing with me. And let me just tell you why. Because you could have been helping your family, but you made a choice. You said, can I help my family or should I use marijuana? And your answer has always been, you're going to use marijuana. And I can tell you right now, probation wants you revoked because you haven't done anything. All you've been doing is using marijuana. That's all you do. They've tried to put you in outpatient treatment. And I understand they said you couldn't sign for it because you were not 18. Then when you became 18, they still tried to put you in treatment. And you're constantly being unsuccessfully discharged and you're constantly using marijuana. So this whole thing about I need marijuana to level me out, that's not going to be happening here. So you have a choice today. And your choice is I can revoke you and I'll give you 2 years. Or you're going to seriously do probation in this court. And seriously doing probation in this court is you not using marijuana. I don't know why people think that's legal in Texas. It is not legal in Texas. You're not allowed to use it.
Yes,
So do you want to go to prison?
Your Honor.
Then why do you behave as though you do?
As at the time I was young, and as I've grown older, I've come to realize that I need to change the things and stop being in the mindset of a kid.
Do you have children?
Your Honor.
Okay, that's a good thing. And then it shows here, from what I'm looking at, that you're unemployed.
No, I'm not unemployed.
Well, why didn't you tell probation you had employment?
I did tell him I had I worked at Hudson. I've been working at Hudson's Embroidery since 2019. And it's just
I think
like,
the last time you reported, Judge, was before October 2020. So it's been a few years.
yeah, I still work there. I currently still
Okay,
have a
here's the
job.
thing. I don't even know why should I follow this agreement. We haven't seen you since 2020.
Still have a job there, and
No, I mean, but we haven't seen you since 2020. Why should I be following this?
How would you?
Judge, I don't know how much context I can give, but
Oh, I need a lot of context because we haven't seen him since 2020. And the only thing I know about him is that he won't stop using marijuana. And obviously he prefers prison.
I think he's at a different place. I think he'd be willing to do whatever conditions are asked of him. I understand that he should have done it then. He was 17 years old without seeing discovery. He waived indictment. He entered a plea within a month of his arrest. And
Who did that?
I don't want to get into it on the record, but what I heard from him was troubling. And
Well, do we have proof of this? That he entered a plea without discovery?
that he didn't review it. And I reviewed the underlying case, Your Honor, and I don't want to get too far into it, but there was no Miranda warnings. The whole case is based on a statement. I didn't swallow it, I chewed it as chewing marijuana. So he chewed some marijuana. He's the one that called 911 that day when his friend was evading arrest. And I understand it's still bad. He still admitted to it. It probably should have never been pled to, but it was. And he is asking for a shot at probation, Judge. And I understand he took that at 17, but I don't think he was fully aware at the age of 17 as he should have been. And as he's grown older, perhaps he forgot, perhaps he got so caught up with work, but I think he's at a different place and he's a different person now.
Just 1 second, because this is before my time on the bench.
Judge, I prepared a memo when I was approaching the state earlier. It details some of the evidence in the underlying case and the problems.
Any objection?
No objection. I viewed that earlier, Judge, as a motion to, I think,
It's a request for a term unsat, but
We're not gonna determine that.
yes, that's when I was trying to negotiate. And that's why I didn't file it. I just hand delivered it to the state, but it gives some context as to what I'm talking about and some of the underlying evidence that I reviewed when I was appointed on, or when I was hired on the MTR.
All right, I am looking at the judgment. And according to the judgment, the offense date was November 2nd, 2018.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And he entered a plea December 7th, 2018.
Yes, that's my understanding. And that's why it's the W is waiver of indictment.
All right. And I see from your document that you prepared for the court, an officer says, I could type it out and then they could sign it if you want. I don't know the legality of a 14-year-old though.
His brother was in cuffs sitting next to him. He was in the car as well.
Yeah, that's the whole reason.
You probably need to be quiet.
Sorry.
And we're asking you to extend, Judge, and I understand that it's phrased like term unsat because it was using it for negotiation, but we came to that agreed recommendation to the court.
All right, probation. What inpatient treatment can he be placed in?
There aren't any pending cases or anything like that, so, either status to address his alcohol, drug, or his drug dependence. And then, I don't know if you want to, it says depression, I don't know if you wanna have a MIC evaluation for us to dive deeper into that, to see if he needs any other help, but, for status, he will need at least 1 year remaining on his probation.
All right. This court would deny the motion to alter the main conditions, extend for 3 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation in custody, follow TAP recommendations. But I'm going to want inpatient treatment of SATA to start with. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, a MIC evaluation. And you know what? Go ahead and refer him to felony drug court too. And there's to be proof of employment within 40 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
All right. Do you have your GED?
I could get my GED within 3 months of me.
So you don't have it? So what do you do at your work?
I'm the assistant for my manager, where I, provide all the work orders, line up the work for my, for the employees at the job, handle customer service, call customers on the phone, handle emailing, and things like that, where we do a lot of things for Bear County, for the CPS.
All right. I'm going to do 250 hours of community service restitution. You're going to obtain your GED, or either you're going to get some sort of certification from a trade school. And once he completes that, then the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Now, specifically, what do you do?
Specifically, I'm the manager's assistant with handling all work orders related to Hudson's embroidery. Hudson's embroidery.
Hudson's embroidery? All right. So there'll be proof of employment.
You need an address, Your Honor. It's
No. Within 40 days of release, there's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else?
Judge, I would like to point out that he was assessed 80 hours of community service and, if you want the 250 in addition to that.
Yes.
Okay, and then, Judge, with the extension of 3 years, that would only put him at 2023. So are you saying you want 3 years from now, or?
3 years from now. Let me see what he has left.
7 years?
Yes. Is there anything else you need from the court? Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
All right, so I want you to hear me and hear me clearly. I wasn't the person who placed you on probation. This is before my time.
Yes, ma'am.
In this court, marijuana is not allowed because guess what? It's illegal and you're not supposed to be committing any new offenses. From here on out, everything that you do, you have choices to make.
Yes, sir.
You know, is marijuana worth potentially going to prison for 10 years? Well, people say no, but you're acting like it is.
Change my life, so I have goals I want to accomplish and things I want to do.
I
And
cannot hear a word you're standing.
I have goals I want to accomplish and things I want to do with my life, and that's holding me back from doing that. Like, my main focus right now is just to continue my work. So I go to the gym and join the church so I can better my life and find a community where I'm able to think positively and not continue to fall back into the same places I've fallen before.
All right, if you're back here, that's what you're looking at. Do you understand? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Good luck to you.
Have a seat, sir.
Yes, sir.